I'm here today with Claire Dale, Director for Companies in Motion. Claire is a movement specialist and a leading expert in physical intelligence. She and her team train and coach individuals from board level to entry level to help them achieve their peak performance. Today, Claire is here to address specifically how physical intelligence can enhance our effectiveness both in our professional and personal lives. And I'm very excited to be here with Claire today. Welcome.
Thank you, Steph. It's great to be here.
So Claire, in today's corporations, the role of communication and presentation has become increasingly important. People need to tell stories to engage employees, they need to tell stories to convince investors, and they need to be really, really confident when it comes to speaking in public. Is there a way that physical intelligence can help employees and leaders becoming less nervous and more confident when it comes to public speaking and presenting?
Yeah, well, I think the priority really is to understand how our behaviour impacts the audience, the people we're speaking to. We want them to really engage and be moved and want to take action in a different way and accept the new things that we're bringing. And so the four elements that we work on in the physical intelligence curriculum for presenters and communicators are strength. So the fundamental stability that somebody brings to the room and being able to handle nerves. And then the flexibility, their ability to be interactive and perhaps entertaining as well, so it's not boring. And then resilience, you know, to be able to bring the bad news and the good as well as the good news, tackle the tougher things. And then in terms of endurance, it's about being able to repeat again and again, perhaps a similar message, but to be able to arrive at that, with freshness and wanting to connect with people. So a sense of over the long term, how we communicate messages. We work on those four elements with presenters and communicators.
And how does that play into stage fright and the fact that people are nervous? Because I read somewhere that public speaking is actually the #1 fear. How does PI help getting over that nervousness?
If we look at the chemical cocktail that might be going on in a presenter or a communicator in a high stakes environment, we'll find that of course there's adrenaline and cortisol. The adrenaline is the accelerator and cortisol, the fight and flight response, may well be raised. And there are some fundamental techniques that we can use to help with that, including posture, paced breathing technique, any number of use of voice techniques that are important to bring those nerves down. But then also it's understanding what's going on in the audience, as I was saying. So actually, if we change the focus and make our audience feel valued and important, then their serotonin levels go up. They feel that they've got the status of the listener, so then they listen better. And if we give the audience a clear idea of how they're benefiting, then their dopamine levels go up, so they're more prepared to move towards the new. So I think we can get very caught up in our own fears and nerves, but we try and help people really look at the whole situation, and especially with the impact of what we do on the audience and understanding that relationship.
So you just mentioned the big role of nonverbal communication and of posture. So how do you work with individuals who want to improve their nonverbal communication? What kind of exercise do you do with them? Do you just ask them to, open up or to breathe, or what is it?
Every communicator really needs to find somewhere inside themselves that they can speak from authentically in a compelling way. I think too often presenting techniques feel like they stifle the communicator. We work with a technique called the eye, which is a very simple technique that cuts through the need for many of the technical elements of communicating and enables people to find a really true, clear voice. Of course, solid preparation and structure is something that brings testosterone into ourselves and the audience, so that we all feel more confident that we've got structure. Those things are very important too.
And what do you do in a situation where you can't really prepare, where there is not a lot of structure, like for instance the Q&A, when I don't really know what I'm going to be asked, and I have this fear of the unknown? How do I deal with that?
Yeah, many speakers drop the ball at Q&A time, and it's precisely the moment where we need to pick up the ball and get it in play. And for the audience, it's probably the best moment of a presentation. We're interested, it's live, it's real time, it's interactive, and anything could happen. So we need presenters, really presenters and communicators need to find their time, their centre, their breath. They need to not be rushed by the situation, but be able to maintain a state where they can think clearly and structure an argument in the moment and enjoy that moment of interaction. And it's all in the chemistry.
So what I'm hearing is it's about flexibility and strength, but at the same time being authentic to yourself and find what you need to say and how you want to inspire the audience within yourself.
Absolutely. And the expansive chemicals, you know, the chemicals that enable us to reach out are testosterone, new territory, and serotonin, the sort of deep confidence and self-awareness that comes with strong self-esteem. And the killer chemical is cortisol, which lowers the levels of testosterone and serotonin when it spikes. So actually reaching out and expanding into question time and into the entire moment of communication rather than contracting is a really important theme.
It makes it sound like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Thank you, Claire.
Thank you, Steph.